Hello and welcome everyone.
Right, here we are again. Just give me a second here, guys. Just set a couple of bits up. Won't be a moment. Just need to pin that to the top like that. Check that that's working. Yep, should be all good there. That looks like it's up and running. Very, very cool. Right, I need to make sure I've got my buffs on. The two that are with me, I've got theirs. I need to make sure I've got mine on. So I've done that one. I need to take one of those as well. So that gives us a little strength booster. So yes, welcome everybody. I hope you're all well. I hope you're good. Nice to see you once again. It's Friday. It's that time again. A couple of hours of hopefully laughs and jokes and toils and strifes with the different things that go on with Conan Exiles, but hopefully some fun for you all to enjoy as we continue our never-ending battle, especially to get this so-called torch from the dragon you can see there behind me. People keep saying she drops it, but I can't get it, Angar can't get it, and he's on PC, so we don't know. We don't know what's going on. So we're going to have a go and take her out first, but we'll have a quick look at the bazaar as we usually do. A few different interesting items in if you're interested again. A bit more siege related bits and pieces. I think that set's been in before. Then you've got the king's bed, which has been sold separately again. And another decorative item there. Some tools or weapons by the look of it. And then a little wigwam type of tent, I like to call it, kind of thing. I think that's been in before, but then you've got the, is it Lost Pirate set? Which is this one, so you get one armour set. Obviously that shows it on the female character, but it does appear for the male as well. The male is more like trousers, as we like to call them in the UK, rather than the sort of skirt type thing. And then you've got the pet skin for the house cats. Looks pretty cool actually. If you haven't seen Pixel Cave's video, do check it out. They did a little review on this just recently. Yesterday I think it was, at the time of this video. And the little weapon. And then the pirate banner. With lots of detailing on there that can also hold your clan emblem as well, so that's pretty cool. So yeah, lots of interesting stuff again. Keeps obviously changing and keeps us interested. As I say, welcome to anyone who's in chat, nice to see you. Hope we find you well at this time. Great to be back again, and obviously this week feeling a lot better than what I did last week. This time last week I was still getting over COVID for the second time of having it, so I was quite having a bit of trouble with my voice last week, coughing and spluttering a bit, but a lot better this week. Angelo, hello, nice to see you. Hope you're well.
How's it going, Game Labs?
Alright, just literally got started, haven't done anything as yet. But yeah, hope you're well, nice to see you. Yeah, I was just saying there for the benefit of this future VOD that going to continue with the toils and strifes of the game and our never-ending battle with that madam behind us there that doesn't seem to want to give us a torch. Believe it or not, I've tried again a couple of times this week and she still won't give it. I've talked to her nicely and everything and just no, she's not interested. I think day before yesterday I got the spear from her, and then yesterday was the throwing axes. And I just said to her, "You're still not giving it, are you?"
Going all right, sir. Try the approach I told the post.
Yeah, drop down on her head from above. Yeah. I'll have to have a look at that at some time. I do have a couple of
False.
friends, shall we say, with me this time. Got a couple of different people to our usual regular followers that we have. We've got a Warrior of Jabal Sag that we've been trying out. If you've seen Whack4863's video on hard-hitting NPCs that you can get, he did mention if you can get hold of a Warrior of Jabal Sag, they hit pretty good. That's the stats that she came out with.
40 and am at work having lunch. What do you think of the new chapter? I have been spending all my time in BG3 and never had a chan.
What do I think? Yeah, that's a good question. It's a bit of a... Some features I like, but still got little gripes with them because they're still not working necessarily as good as they should do. But also disappointed with some other features that shouldn't be broken, that are broken, like the Demolishers doing 100% damage, a one-shot in a tier 3 gate, you know, which they just should not be able to do. So that shouldn't be broken from the Purge, which is a key feature in the Purge. I don't like the combat system, which apparently Eradication did a video not long ago and he did mention in that. The devs haven't said when this change will come in, but they are looking at the combat system again, and they may be gradually changing, not changing it exactly back to how it was, but reverting it a little bit better and tweaking things a little bit more to how they really should be, because they realise that, yeah, it's kind of messed up a little bit. So I'll be glad when that gets sorted. Not being able to get the new camel as yet, because obviously you have to tame them up in the stable, and obviously you can't put them in a stable, so that's another thing that's broken. The new siege, if you want to call it that, at Al Moriah, the big huge fort that's there, looks pretty cool, but even on PlayStation 5, as I am, we tried it first week it was out, myself and Mickey Monday, and just the lag was just horrendous. You can kind of do it on your own, but it's very risky, and the lag is just horrendous at the moment. So you've got to be really wary of it. So yeah, it could have been a better chapter in a lot of ways, and it sort of makes it a bit difficult, because like when Dennis did a live stream ages ago, the lead design, how he did say that he'd rather give us something that works than give us something that's broken, and then chapter 3 came out and all these broken things, and it's kind of a bit like, you don't want to sound like calling him a hypocrite, because we don't want to be awful like that, but it was like, well, yeah, but stuff is broken. Don't get me wrong, the concept with the new tavern system, where you get yourself a barkeep and random NPCs come to your bar, that is great. Looks really good, and I can see where they're going with that. The fact that the barkeep is somebody that you can change the outfit on, who is a station thrall essentially, but you can change their outfit. We'll have a look at it later on actually, again, just so you can see what that looks like. That's pretty cool that you're going to be able to do that, and also that other crafters in the future, so like your blacksmith, your carpenter, etc., they are looking at implementing that in the future, that you're going to be able to change their outfits as well, which will be pretty cool. We don't know when. We don't know if that's going to be chapter 4 or the next stage, but that is something else new that's eventually coming, so that'll be cool. The pathing for the NPCs with them randomly coming into your bar does seem a little bit off still. They kind of get stuck in places or sit on the seats, kind of funny, but the main core feature of it is there, and the principle is there, and I can see where they're going with it, and it certainly changes the game a little bit from a console player perspective that doesn't have mods where you can do all these type of things already with NPCs and what have you. So it's, yeah, could have been better, but it could have been a lot worse, let's be honest. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens. So as I say, if you manage to get yourself one of these, if you play on single player, Warrior of Jabal Sag, they come in the admin panel under Child of Jabal Sag Fighter 4, and this particular category that this one is from is the Shamite faction, I think it is. And I think it was the Shamites and Hyperanians that Wack mentioned that are the ones to try and look for, that have the damage multipliers that are a bit better. Julius, hello, nice to see you, welcome. It's going. We haven't really started as yet, we're just chatting a little bit. I'm just explaining who the two young ladies with me tonight are, and we're going to try our luck with old Red Mother down there again, see if we can get this so-called torch off her. So I've got this young lady with me, and we've got an entertainer with us tonight. So we've got good old Leah Neely, one of my favourite dancers in the game. She is of course wearing the exact same fighter's armour as everybody else, but she's just in a slightly smarter outfit. So yeah, I've given them their buffs. They've got plenty of hit.
To convince Game Labs to swan dive onto the Red Mother.
Yeah, I will give it a go, don't worry. I don't know if it'll work very well with my strength build at the minute, because I'm kind of on a strength follower build, so I won't be able to. It should work, but I'll try it afterwards. We'll put these to. We'll kill her once. We'll go and kill another couple of bosses. I'll leave these two somewhere, and then we'll somewhere safe, obviously. And then we'll come back and I'll try that from the top and see what happens if we can jump on her back. Hopefully she doesn't stick her head up and we end up in her mouth. That would not be good. Well, yes, we've got good old Leah Neely with us with the momentum. So we're going to give that a go, see if we can get it this time. If not, like I said, we'll go kill another couple of bosses, give her a chance to respawn, leave these two young ladies somewhere safe, and then we'll come back and try and jump on her from up there, which is a bit of a drop, I've got to say, but we'll definitely have a look. And I haven't got them with me. Right, I remember last week we might swap these two over for Angar and Delincia again, and we were going to give them both a spear, weren't we? And see how they both got on with the
Bro, I'm a full strength / authority build, you'll be fine. Halfway down, send your fighters in.
Oh, right, cool. No worries. Thank you for that tip. That's very good to know. Oh yeah, I'm not scared of her, obviously. I think I've got a decent build, but if it'll work as a strength build, I shall take that advice and we shall definitely give it a go, so thank you. Get this little guy out of the way first, I keep missing him. Strength bow I'm using, but I keep missing him. Makes me laugh how Leah sounds like Delincia as well. I think it's quite funny. Right, so obviously we've got an entertainer with us this time for the corruption, so it's not going to be as bad. Now then, Red Mother, are you going to be generous tonight? Or are you still in a mood that you don't want to give it? Here she comes.
Waiting to jump in the Discord to tell the boss if you get it low.
I know, unless he might join chat later, you never know, he may be on again, but could you just imagine if I did? Because I really feel for him at the minute that he can't get it, and like he was saying, wasn't he, you know, I think we think people are making it up and these pictures are all photoshopped. Wow, that was quick. I'll be honest with Leah, because even though she's got decent buffs on, I think her melee damage modifier is only like 1.6. But to say that she just took her down that quick with her, that was pretty impressive.
Sir, as president of the Torch Club, I'd have to send you a membership card, lol.
I like it. Well, yeah, yes, you probably will. Definitely. Right, some people saying dragon scale helm. What do we reckon by the face that she's giving there? Any other guesses? People saying dragon scale helm. I reckon it's going to be the bow or the spear again. What does anybody else think? I think we're getting bow or the spear again. Could even be the throwing axes again. Or nothing. Or she could have given us the torch. But somehow I doubt it. Right. Ooh, you think it's the torch? Oh, well. Let's have a look. I told you. Told you. You ever said dragon scale helm? Are you telepathic and you can see without actually seeing the dragon? This torch, it doesn't exist. Hey? Dragon scale helm.
I did low.
Yeah. She just does not want to drop this torch, does she? Now, I'll be honest, I know people always said that this torch is a really rare drop anyway. But when Age of War came out, and they said they were reworking all the loot, is it Chapter 2? When they said that the drop rate for weapons on bosses is going to be more frequent. Pretty much as far as I can remember, she's always dropped a weapon. But when they said that, and I thought that was going to mean that, does that mean there's a higher chance of getting the torch now then? But I don't know if it says on the wiki or anywhere what the percentage drop rate is for Final Breath of the Red Mother, but she's not ready to take that final breath yet and give it us, is she? Oh dear me. Right, let's go and get... We didn't actually kill the brute on the way in, I kind of skipped past him when I came in before the stream. So let's go pay old...
In corners of my tavern, people say you have a higher chance fighting her on the stairs.
Yeah, see, I avoid the steps because it's happened with Angar as well, and it has actually happened to me in the past. If you fight her on those stairs straight in front, when she does like her lunge attacks sometimes, she can disappear under the ground. I think that happened to Angar one time and he was fighting her like that. So you've got to be... It's probably good because she's just running straight forward, but it's... yeah...
If I don't land on her head, that's where I fight her.
Ah, right. I mean, yes, if it's just you, I suppose you can stand at the bottom of the steps, can't you, and kind of just keep her in that position. Yeah, well, we'll try it. We'll give it a go, and hopefully she doesn't disappear under the stairs again. It's like the curse of the Red Mother, isn't it? Look how fast they took him down as well again. Not going to take those gauntlets because I don't actually need them at the moment, but I have seen those drop in, and the helmet that he drops, and obviously the predatory blade quite a few times. But that's pretty...
Get close to her, just riddle her with arrows.
Yeah, that's true. You could just keep dodging back, couldn't you, and just spam her with arrows. I am only using star metal arrows, but I suppose those would be alright, wouldn't they? Could use snake arrows, I suppose, but I've only got star metal on me at the moment, but I suppose they would be okay. Just make sure I take a drink.
Same snake arrows are top.
So I know my archers on my purge base, which is just outside that wall, they've all got snake arrows, and seem to, well, I'll say all of them. The ones down the side have all got snake arrows, and then we've got a Doom and the Dragoon and another Relic Hunter at the opposite side of him, who have both got the...
Star Metal or Serpentman are good enough too.
Ah, right, cool, thank you. Serpent Man, yeah, that's the other one. I knew there was another one that was pretty good, but couldn't just think off the top of my head which one it was. She sounds angry, doesn't she? So yeah, if you ever get to try a Warrior of Jabal Sag, like I say, if you're on a solo game, if you go into your admin and then type in, just use the word child because it's easier. That'll bring up all the Children of Jabal Sag NPCs that there are, and then if you look for Hyperanian,
I usually stack the poison W snake arrows, then stack disease W hunger blades.
ah, very cool. That sounds a good way of doing it. Nice. Yeah, look under those for either Hyperanian or Shamite, and it seems in both of those categories, I keep saying characters, categories they are female, but they do seem to be pretty good and do hit a little bit harder than the Berserkers. This one leveled up quite well. As I say, with her buffs on, she's almost at 100% damage bonus, which is almost up there with the well, where the Cannibal Brute used to be. Obviously they're not now. They definitely don't hit quite as hard now. They're still okay. If you keep them in the setup you had them in, the Cannibal Brute, they still do a decent amount of damage.
From the Midnight Grove.
Yes, Midnight Grove, that's true. Yes, you can find them in there as well. I was just meaning, like, if you wanted to just have a look at them just for the stats.
Entirely too many weapons on my dial low.
Oh, I know. But yeah, if you wanted to look at them, that's just the name for them if you wanted to look at them in the admin side of things. But yes, Midnight Grove is your place for your Jabal Sag people. Why is my shield not going up? I'm pressing my button and my shield isn't going up.
Indeed, I got 3 sets in 1 round.
Flipping heck. Nice. 3 sets. Sorry, just ignore the thing that keeps popping up on the screen there. That's my where is it? Let me just disable that temporarily. That's just for the benefit of ours, because this is a server that people play on. We just have it set so that we know when we go near certain builds who it belongs to.
Miss running Midnight Grove from my base.
Just, yeah, because you used to be able to make a lot of the potions, didn't you? I've forgotten what it's called now, but yeah, the potion that you could buy from the NPC, that yes, you could craft that in your base, couldn't you? I suppose if you made a load up before the update and kept them in a fridge, you'd have been okay, but if you've used all of those up now, that yeah, now you can either still buy it from the NPC, or there's now a crafting station kind of thing behind him now, that if you've got all the ingredients, which, can you imagine, you know, a new player, you track halfway across the map and you don't realise at first that you can buy it from the NPC. Obviously you speak to him first, you would know you can, but if you didn't know,
my character may have an addiction problem.
oh dear. That, you know, if you didn't know you could buy it from him by killing a scorpion and giving some of that flesh, you then look on that station that tells you all the ingredients you need to craft it. You're then going to go and try and find all those ingredients, haven't you? So it's like, yeah, it's one of them. But yes, I suppose it's kind of good in a way, but it's also a bit of a meh. Is it making it easier for people now? But to be fair, is that station going to get used that much when somebody's just going to talk to the NPC anyway? Kill that scorpion that still spawns there, give him the stuff for it, and spawn in. You know, like spawn into the dungeon. So, although I've got to say that is a very pretty dungeon, sort of aesthetic wise, it's very, very nicely done. Like with the night sky and what have you in there, it does look really good. Sort of appearance, that's one of my favourite dungeons. I don't run it very often because I do, I'll be honest, I do still get.
Is just done.
Yeah. It is a dungeon that I do like that dungeon. I'll be honest.
Kick UTV when you see all the crap you need low.
Oh gosh, yeah. I mean, it's great for farming if you need resources like hide and all that type of stuff. Early game, especially if you've got a decent armour set on and a weapon and you've got a follower or a couple of followers going to kill all the hyenas, the pigs, apes, everything that's in there. You could farm a lot of hiding there. You don't even have to necessarily go to the last boss. You could just farm a lot of that, run back to the beginning, and then just jump out again. So it's definitely a great little farming spot. Definitely. Right. Let's get these to get these again. Don't know what it is, but it just, with the skeletons, that really, I don't know why it bugs me, but it's always been a little bit of a gripe that for me, that just how a skeleton can be relentless with a one-handed sword like that and just constantly swing at you. We get human NPCs don't do that. Smoku, how are you? Good to see you. Here we are again. It's Friday. And our, as we've been saying, endless quest to get the final Breath of the Red Mother torch that Angar's after as well. We've already killed her once, she didn't give it, we're going to try again. Not going to spend the whole stream doing this, obviously, because I don't want to bore people with it, but we'll do it 2 or 3 times now. And then we'll go off and do some other things as well, because it's kind of a bit of NPC testing as well, seeing how different war parties can work. I doubt it'll be epic. Knowing my luck, I'll flipping miss the button and land flat on my face.
Tips hat.
But well, we'll definitely give it a go. Is she back yet? Yep, looks like she is. So,
epicness doesn't always mean success.
That is very true. That is very true. Now, for jumping down on her, do I want to be on the doorway behind her, or do I want to be up on this platform in front of us here? Do I need to be up there and jump down on her facing it, or do I want to be behind her on that doorway? When we say about jumping down on her, which is the best way to do it? Do I need to be on here? I don't think I can jump down from there, can I?
Game Labs, like my favorite meme says, be an Optimus Prime, not a Negatron.
I like it.
There's a boss up here.
Yeah, there is, yeah.
Behind her or the end of the bridge above her.
Oh, right, so the end of that bridge or behind, right. So, if I can get a little nearer... So if I just tell these two to stop here, obviously they're not going to be following me, so how do I get them to attack? Because obviously they're not going to run in an attack. If I tell them to stop where they are, I would have to tell them to follow again first, wouldn't I? Or is it just a case of just tell them to return as soon as I'm on her and I'm fighting her? What would you say is the best way to do it? Always good to learn how other people do things. Because otherwise,
less dangerous.
Right.
Charge.
Charge. Yeah. Right. Let me just jump in here a minute rather than climbing up.
As you land, hit the attack button.
Oh, got you. I can't really... Yeah, I doubt I'm going to land on her from here. She looks a bit too far away. So let's see... Obviously, normally I would climb this legitimately, but just for time and demonstration purposes, we're... obviously...
Oh, I'm terrible mentor. I learned from Leroy.
You're not a terrible mentor at all. Do not worry. All advice is greatly appreciated. Cannot see where she is now. Right. Ignore that. Where is she? She's there somewhere. So if I'm not kept...
This was Angelo influence.
Let me just have a look. So if I was to go from there... Where is she? Right, she's out there. So the problem is, she's quite far out. She's all the way out here. I'd have to practice that a little bit.
100% my fault if you die.
I'm just a bit concerned with how far out she is from there. That looks like a bit of a jump to get to her, because she's there and this little platform is all the way back here. Oop. And I can kind of cheat it a little bit, so don't worry too much. I can have the God mode on because we're just doing this for fun and testing, obviously. Normally I wouldn't, obviously I'm not doing it really to cheat or to be thingy, but we're doing this just for a bit of, you know. Yeah, the slow fall would be an interesting one as well, wouldn't it? Right. Yeah. See, it's a good job I had God mode on then, because that was nowhere near her. Literally behind her tail. I think she's supposed to be sat a little bit further back somehow, so that you could easily jump off that. Well, what we could do, just for funsies, oh, she knows I'm here. She knows I'm on her. Can't tell if those two have come in to attack or not. Oh yeah, here they come. Oh yeah, she saw them and threw me off. Oh dear, that's going to take some practicing to do that. Not too bad staying in the corruption this time because I've got Leonela with me, so we can heal from the corruption at least. Right. It was kind of fun that though, wasn't it? You just stand on the back and just slamming the front legs down trying to hit. I'll do it again on the next one if you want, before I tell them to attack, and see what happens when if we can get her to do the tail swipe, and see how this swipe goes, if she does the tail swipe, if it throws us off or not. So we're saying spear this time, are we? No, why is it telling them to move? There we go. Why? Helmet again? What is it with you and your helmets? And your spears? What is it with you, woman? Oh dear me. She does not want to part with that torch. Right, I'll tell you what. Let's go up the other way a bit while we're here. Let's go and see.
I hate that helmet.
Yeah, it doesn't look very nice, does it? I know I won't keep it on because obviously it's not ideal for.
The most goofy looking ever.
Yeah, there you go. That's the helmet. Looks hideous with my outfit, doesn't it? Doesn't exactly fit very well. Let's, while we're here, go and see if we can get this infamous riptide from this bat or bat demon, if you want to call it that.
It looks bad on everyone, don't worry.
I suppose if you wanted to use it for its stats, it would be alright, because you could disguise it, couldn't you? So while we're just making our way up here, just a quick up.
Looks better low.
Just a quick update for those who may not have been here last week. I did mention that I would be starting a second channel for us to do live streams on.
Try to get Riptide, maybe.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Gonna go try and get Riptide, because that's another rare drop by the look of it. Yeah, I was on about, because I do most of my videos on this main channel, just to try and
give you membership just for trying low.
Well, that's very kind. I appreciate that. Yeah, what I'm thinking is with this secondary channel, it will be just for streaming. So when we do a future Conan stream, or DayZ if I'm back on DayZ again, or any other game that we're going to be playing live.
On rock slide.
Yeah, where am I going here? I need to go left. That I'll be using that channel, as I say, purely for a live stream. So this time next week, provided that obviously I've been able to set the channel up and it's being verified by YouTube, keep an eye out for me going live again, but it will be on potentially the new channel. If it's not, it'll be on this one, but hopefully it should be. And forgive me if whoever mentioned the name is here. Whoops. But I think we were talking about names for it last week, and somebody came up with the name Game Labs Reloaded, which I thought was a really good name. So the secondary channel for the live streams, hello, will be called Game Labs Reloaded, and that is thanks to Oh, it was it? Well, yes, thank you. That was a brilliant suggestion. I even mentioned it to my missus when I came off stream, and as soon as I said when I was talking about names with people, there you go. Sorry, just while we're here, anybody that's after Sumerian, not Sumerian, Silent Legion armor, you get a chance now of it dropping off these guys as well. So keep an eye out for that. Yes, thank you for that name, because she too thought that was an awesome name.
Good lab assistant, dude.
Exactly. Yeah, good lab assistant. earning your position there, which is awesome. And if anybody else is interested, just while we're on the subject of sort of memberships and things like that, if anybody is interested in the memberships, do please have a look at them.
That's why I got my star.
Yep, exactly. Because you're being the star and helping out, giving lots of advice and tips and helpful information, sharing your knowledge and enjoyment of things also as well, which is very, very much appreciated, as you all do. Yes, if you are interested, as I say, nobody's under any obligation whatsoever to join, but if you feel teacher's pet. Cheeky.
I will lose in the new server, I think. Channel, I mean.
Yeah, I know what you meant, don't worry. But yes, I thought it was a really good name. So we're going to be using Game Labs Reloaded, and it'll pretty much be the same logo that we already have. I'll just add the reloaded to it, so it kind of keeps it cohesive for people. Like I say, going back to memberships, nobody is under any obligation to become a member, but if you would like to join our lab assistant there, you will be more than welcome. Do realise there hasn't been a lot of content for that just yet. I have had a lot going on IRL, as well as
just get banned for getting torches low.
That, you know, I don't expect people to join. Just if you want to support me in any sort of way and support the channel, that's the way that you can do it. 3 different tiers obviously that you can join. Just means that the higher tier that you choose, the more perks and benefits you get. I am going to be looking at many videos that I do of potentially,
how many do you have, Angelo?
Having them set as like members only videos first, and then it'll then be released from a members only video to a public video eventually. So like by becoming a member, you'd get the added bonus of getting to see a video a day or 2, or possibly 24 hours, just say, before everybody else. That would be one of the advantages you would have. Also going to be looking at some merchandise this year, hopefully, as well. I have mentioned it in the past, where we've talked about getting merchandise, like maybe some mugs and key rings, that type of thing. Start off with the small things first, and never really got round to it last year. Well, now we're into a new year and getting things organised, and the channel's growing pretty good. I think we're going to have a look at hopefully getting some merch sorted, so maybe some mugs or something.
7.
Fragment of power and no riptide. Get the radium gems, but yeah, no riptide.
I'm still waiting for my Delincia figurine.
Yeah,
rolling on the floor, laughing, 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 rolling on the floor, laughing.
Oh, poor robot lady. She had to say that a few times, didn't she? Yeah, I wish that was something I could do.
I swear I don't have a problem, low.
Nah, definitely not. You're just very lucky. And she likes you for some reason and wants to give you all the torches. And everybody else she doesn't like. Oh dear. That's what it is. Red Mother's chosen her favourite. You are her chosen one.
Some weird torch fetish.
Well, I have heard it is a very nice torch, and it looks very nice and lasts for a very long time, so... She's just very generous to give you 7, huh? Especially when they last so long, supposedly.
That on Angar server. More like a dragon slaying fetish, but either way you're not wrong, low.
Nothing wrong with slaying dragons, especially if you need that.
I'm a console peasant. But Julius Conf, ha 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 ha.
Yep. Console as well, PlayStation 5. So it was very concerning when this update came out, you know, with all the problems PC was saying they were having. I was thinking, oh heavens, if console... If
I had 7 on Naga server, my base would have been burned down and robbed.
Yeah, I was worried about all these problems that PC were having when I was hearing all these crashes and frame drops that PC were having. I thought PS5's going to struggle, and if PC are struggling, and if PC and PS5 struggle, PS4's got no chance. I don't know what Xbox has been like since the update, how their situation's been, whether Xbox has had this... Don't know if Xbox has been having the same trouble, but PS4, PS5 and PC were really struggling at first. I still won't attempt the siege now unless we get a fix for it. We're supposed to be getting a mid-January patch, which, if I'm calculating that right, should be any time now, because we are on the...
I stopped playing for more than a week. Crashes made it unenjoyable.
Yeah, it's no fun that, is it? But if we're getting a mid-January patch like Dennis said, then that should be this week coming up, surely. Because
I'm
we're...
finding online way more glitchy than single player.
Right.
Till I get on and literally steal all the torches, lol.
Oh dear. Right.
This is mid-January.
Yeah, exactly. We're on the 12th today? So 14th on Sunday, and they said mid-January patch, and we haven't had one as yet. Hopefully it will be this coming week then, and hopefully it fixes the issue with the camel and the lag issues with the siege, and hopefully it fixes the demolishers one-shotting tier 3 builds, because I've had to be really careful with it, and I've even increased my NPC damage taken multiplier on here slightly for people in case they want to run purges, just so that the builds just aren't getting absolutely destroyed.
Knocking on my door.
Right, who's up for a bit more dragon surfing? See if she can see how long we can stay on her before she throws us off.
With a battering ram.
Hang on, knocking on your door with a battering ram. Yeah, never mind. Where's my treasure? It'll be, where's my torch? Oh god, you keep slamming the ground. Oh! I landed on a leg and then fell off. Whoa! Into the fire. Ouch. Better send them two in. Oh, tail. Yeah, that tail swipe hurts if you're not in good gear. Come on, girlies, get it together. There we go. Are we getting a helmet again?
The proverbial fall from the dragon and end in the fire.
Yeah, out with the frying pan into the fire, yeah. Is it helmet again, or are we getting the bow this time? I feel like we're getting the bow this time. I think it's going to be the bow, personally. Or possibly the spear. I'm saying spear or bow.
Ah. The same helm as before. Ah. Ah.
No. I was right with my second choice, Lifeblood Spear. So still no torch. I might come back with that spear later and just poke... Yep. I might come back with that spear later and just poke her to death with it next time. Because this is getting ridiculous now. 2 streams and we've still not got it. Oh dear me. Right. Just to make this a little bit easier, rather than obviously having to ride everywhere. If I was doing a proper playthrough, I would ride everywhere. I wouldn't necessarily use admin. We'd do it all properly, and I may do that with the new age. I may do an actual playthrough and on stream, just as Angar's done, and actually play that way and play the game properly, because we'd be in a whole new age. But we'll have to see. So, not sure if I showed this before, but this is just a little build that I made.
At this point I would find the layered silk more valuable than anything she drops.
Yeah, that's true. Tell those young ladies just to wait there a minute. So this is a build I did the other day. I'm not sure if I showed you guys this before, but in case anybody hasn't seen it. This is a little saddler's workshop, complete with a furnace and a blacksmith, obviously because certain saddles require different metals. Plenty of storage. Got our garden here, cupboard for storage. Then our tannery to make our leather, because obviously you're going to need to make leather. And then the main piece, the saddler's workbench, is just up here at this window at the front so they can see out. And that's all just made with the new ASIA or ASIA set, however you want to pronounce it. With the Nemedian steps and then the fence foundation from Nemedian just around the bottom to kind of neaten it all off. And then yesterday, for a bit of fun, if I just jump into this so it takes everything off the screen, this is just to give people an idea of something you could build as well. I may change that roof just yet and put a bit more of an angle on it, I'm not quite sure. But this rather large build is a 6-horse stable. So if you've got a clan, if you play online with 5 other friends and there's 6 of you that have all got a horse each. Again with the ASIA set and the vaulted ceilings. We've got a staircase that side and a staircase that side. So you've got one stable here, one in the middle here that has a horse in it as well. Third one here, and then just a back window.
Didn't know you were streaming today.
How do? Yeah, no problem. Not a problem that you didn't realise. Yeah, try and do it every Friday if I can.
Damn lads, this looks really good.
Thank you, glad you like it. Yes, we always try and do a Conan stream on a Friday, 7 PM UK time, just up till 9, so a couple of hours. So, usually every Friday. Occasionally there may be some other streams during the week now on DayZ, which is a different type of game, and possibly other games in the future, so hopefully trying to get a PC sorted eventually so that I can have my PC running the stream and have my PS5 linked up to it so that I can do a what's it called?
The way easier looks considering switching all my builds to this.
Yeah, I do like the ASIA, especially the newer pieces, which is the top ones there, and these little pillars that you can use as well, the single pieces. But yeah, we're doing a stream every Friday. Like I said, when I get a PC sorted out soon, hopefully, that I can have my PS5 linked to, so that I can have YouTube linked to OBS and have it all set up that way, and be able to do a thumbnail and an upcoming live stream thumbnail on YouTube, so people will know in advance when I'm going to be streaming in the future. But it's just something we're having to price up and look into at the minute, because obviously these things cost a lot of money, unfortunately. But hopefully this year that may be something I can invest in, hopefully. So yeah, another stable there, and then number 6 here, and I've just got this young lady gearing up this horse at the moment, just for a bit of show for the showpiece. And this is just a Sumerian berserker who's just in some...
I find those big buttress jobbies in ISIT are a pain in the ass.
She's just in boots and leggings of Azura. Well, it's not actually those, that's just the appearance. And then the leather apron. But what am I doing? Her actual armour set is actually the normal set that I usually have people in. And she's got her weapon on her, of course, to defend herself if she needs to do, but she's just in here just for a bit of atmosphere to make it look used or lived in at least. So then this is the upstairs. Just used the pillars going up to the ceiling, and then obviously these for the corners, and then some of the insulated hatch pieces just down the middle, just to try and create a bit of a roof. I did look at this in the middle here where I'd done that, and wasn't sure if I was going to keep these middle pieces in yet, but because these are corners that stick out from the vaulted ceiling.
Game labs get the torch before Angar lol.
Well, I haven't had a look yet. Yeah, because the part of these sticks out this way as well. That's why I've kind of mirrored the same thing there as I did up here. And then you've got the roof. So it's just kind of I could put a bit more decoration in it, but it just gives people an idea of a storage area. You could put benches up here if you wanted to do and have this as a base as well, but that's kind of the gist of it, and gives you an idea of some of the builds you can do on console without mods, because obviously we don't have mods on console the same as PC. You just have to position these little individual pillars in if you want to do. Pretty easy to do. Like I say, only took me probably 3 or 4 hours because I kept changing my mind with different bits, but yeah. So that is a nice 6 stable barn, if you want to call it that, for 6 horses. So it's ideal if you've got, like I say, a server that you play on with 5 other friends and there's 5 or 6 of you, and you've got a separate little workshop there that you could use as well if you wanted to do. And for the benefit of anybody who's just joined, if you play on single player and if you go to the Midnight Grove and you manage to knock out one of these, or if you look them up in the admin panel, these are the Children of Jabal Sag, so they are a warrior of Jabal Sag, tier 4 obviously, and that's the stats.
With rhinos.
Oh, you could, yeah. You have a rhino barn, that'd be interesting. Or a camel barn, if you end up with 6 camels eventually. That'd be an interesting one. 6 camels in a barn like that. But yeah, they do have a slightly good damage modifier according to...
Oh, wait.
According to WAC 4863, the Children of Jabal Sag are pretty good at the minute. Well, which are the warriors. And there are quite a few under that particular option, and the ones to look under are the Hykeranians and the Shamite. They're kind of the 2 ones within all of those at the tier 4 that will have the higher modifier apparently.
Milk in your tavern.
Rhino sell rhino. That'd be good, wouldn't it? Sell rhino milk in your tavern. Yeah. Or imagine you could keep pigs in there. You can sell the pork, can't you, for pork rinds and everything else. You could have a farm, couldn't you? Tell you, there's all sorts you could do. So yeah, then of course this lady, she does look like a Sumerian berserker a little bit. And also a bit like Delincia with the face and the hairstyle, but...
Corn like the Aztecs.
Yeah. And then of course we've got good old Lee and Ely, tier 4 dancer with us. Now believe it or not, I do have a Sumerian berserker back in my base who looks exactly like her as well. Same sort of skin tone, same hairstyle, same face, everything. And it's quite funny because I've put them both in the exact same outfit. So I've got 2 Sumerian berserkers and 2 warriors, and I've put a warrior and a berserker together. So there's this one, and there's a Sumerian berserker in the same outfit, and then there's a berserker and another warrior. Also in the same sort of outfit, but in the black and white rather than the white colour. But if you get to try one, this one's got the... What have you got on you? She's got Tell Us Sorrow on her, but I have been doing some playtesting with them, and with the other set that I took out, when I took them out to level them up yesterday,
Oak waving hand.
the
Content, dude.
the second one, she had World Break, no, not World Breaker, Sight of Thag, which I managed to get a long while ago. And she was using that, and the warrior had momentum, and the berserker had Sight of Thag, and just we went through War Makers in no time, and I haven't got damage boosted, you know, for NPC damage kind of thing. In that sense, when I did this testing, it was all set to official levels, and yeah, they were just tearing through stuff. So if you manage to get a warrior, try pairing them up with an entertainer. They're pretty good up. Certainly pair them up with a berserker, and they're just absolute fun to run around with, definitely. So I just thought I'd show you that little build. Still have Angar, of course. He's back at base, chatting away to one of our Delincias, where they're still trying to figure out the pair of them why the Red Mother just won't give this torch. They're trying to decide between the two of them what to do about it. So it's just like Angar said last week. He can't physically get it on his game, and even NPC Angar in my game can't even get it. Oops, a bit too far over there. And this, as I've said before, isn't my build. I can't take credit for this one. I didn't build this one. This is a very good friend of mine who's also one of my admins on my server. He built this. I did add this little bit on at the side just the other day, which has got a couple of Relic Hunter archers training. And then this young lady, if you haven't seen already, that's her name there. I'm not even going to attempt to pronounce it again because I'll probably butcher it, but she is a Black Hand pirate, I believe, so you have to search the Black Hand camps for her. She doesn't have a guaranteed spawn, so you would have to search around all the Black Hand camps to get her, but she is a really good named archer. So if you want somebody with really good range, obviously she's not got the best perks there at the moment, but I haven't actually been using her in an archer post as yet, so it's not so bad. But she can get a really high HP roll if you get lucky with her. And when I say HP roll, I don't mean
Not
something...
true, my NPC Angar has one low.
Yeah, yours has. But yeah, she's worth keeping an eye out for as well if you want a good ranged archer on your base. She's got some pretty high range damage there, and she is wearing the full Stygian Soldier heavy armour to boost that agility, so range up as well. See, well, that's why you're lucky. That's why you're lucky that yours has that. We haven't been so lucky just yet, unfortunately.
Did you name it before or after you got the torch?
That is a very good question. Did you name it Angar after you got in the torch, because it got the torch, or did you name it after, like beforehand, before you even knew about the torch? That is an excellent question. And what I did here is I actually swapped the weapons around on these two a minute for that run, so I'm just going to swap them back again.
Before the gremlin named him.
Well, you got very lucky then. Very lucky indeed. Well, there he is. Angar, for those who haven't seen him yet. And they're just trying to ponder just why they can't get this torch.
Rukai says Sane appears around the Flotsam area.
Right, she's around the Flotsam, right, so Buccaneer Bay kind of area then. So yeah, she's a Black Hand, so she's kind of around this area then. Sanaya Thorn, is it? I think she's called. Sarnaya or Sanaya, however you want to pronounce it. And she's a pretty fast... Yeah, she's a pretty fast leveler as well. I will tell you that now. If you've not got her yet and you're going to go and look for her, she's really quick to level up. In fact, she levels up probably just as quick as what the Cannibal Brutes did. So you'll level her up in no time, and possibly a good idea, even if you're going to use her as range with a bow on your base, I'd give her maybe a katana, excuse me, a katana of some sort at first. So Musashi's Black Blade if you got that laying around, or even just a Star Metal Sword, just to level her up her agility.
My gremlin loves you and Angar, sir. You're the only two YouTubers she's allowed to watch without supervision.
Aww.
Black Hand camps, I think.
Well, that's nice to know. That's very nice to know that she's only allowed to watch us two with supervision. Aww, that's very, very nice. Right.
All pirates level up fast and they seem to have hived with good perks.
Yes, that's very true. The pirate faction or tribe, if you want to call that, do seem to be pretty good. Apart from, is it Beastmaster T-Mos? He's not as good as he used to be, is he, unfortunately? Which is a shame, but yeah.
I stay away from the Black Hand tribe.
Yeah, exactly. Well, it's personal preference, isn't it? To be honest, I've not really used them very much. I only went out to try and find her after seeing Angor's recent 2 or 3 videos because of the damage modifiers. That if you want some good, strong, ranged people for... Yeah, if you want some good, long-range people for your base as archers, she's probably good for that. And also the other one is Dunaman the Dragoon that you can get in the den. He's got a guaranteed spawn. So Dunaman is a guaranteed spawn. I do have one of him at the moment. He's actually... If I go back down here again a minute. I've kept this purge base as I have at the minute because I did intend to do a video on it. And then when I did a test purge and...
MMN may need to watch the range video from Wake.
Yeah, have a look at Wax videos that he did where he spoke about the range, like, well, even all of them, the melee damage modifier and then the range damage modifier. She was one of them that he mentioned. Like I said, she is quite difficult to get because she's not a guaranteed spawn, whereas Dunaman the Dragoon is a guaranteed spawn.
He's just so long-winded, lol.
Yeah, he can be, but I've got, you know, a lot of my information and helpful stuff from him. But yeah, this is a Dunaman the Dragoon. That's the stats that he ended up with, and as you can see, he's got pretty decent range damage on him there as well for agility. So he's up here on this post with some noxious gas arrows along with a Relic Hunter Treasure Seeker who's on this side, and she's got pretty decent range damage as well. I was quite surprised actually when she got that. And then we've got another Sanaya Thorn that is actually working here.
True, low, this time I'll try and focus when he talks low.
Yeah, I know what you mean. He can go. It does get a little bit confusing sometimes when he starts going into all his stats and numbers. And it's funny because I've heard him mention...
I farmed a bunch of Stormsick Thralls today. T3 with a RDM of 2 and NDM of 2,3.
Yeah, Stormsick Warriors is supposed to be good. I have heard that. I have actually got a couple up at the community like admin shop on this server that I haven't actually leveled up yet, but I saw it at the summoning place yesterday, I think it was, and I decided to farm a couple. Thought I'll have a look at them, see what they're all about and how they level, you know, how quick they level or how well they level kind of thing. I thought, well, have a look and see how they do. So yeah, Stormsick Warrior, I believe they can be quite good. I can't remember if he mentioned those in the list. He may have done, but yeah,
I used to think they were T4, but their stats not so.
Right, because they do look as if they should be T4, don't they? What was I going to say? Yeah, and also, well, if you've seen my look video I did recently as well, of course, the number 2 spot for the...
A lot of Stormsick Warriors. I see that event all the damn time now.
So you're getting a bit storm sick, are you? Sick of seeing the storm sick. Yeah, too many storm sick events and too many torches, tell you. Something going on there. Either very lucky or very unlucky. I'm only pulling your leg.
They good to farm for Star Metal too.
Well, that's true. Yeah, star metal stuff.
Let's go for the torch. I have a good feeling.
Yeah, that's why I've come here. I'm going to solo.
Me roful.
It might take me a little bit because I'm soloing it, but thought we'll give her a try, see what happens. But yeah, they probably are worth having a look at. Obviously, I didn't just do my video the way I did, that I brought out after Whack, just because I had the numbers off him.
This time.
The number 2 spot obviously went to Delancia Snow Hunter because that is what her melee damage modifier is. That is the actual number for her. So believe it or not, the highest melee damage modifier, I don't know if you've seen my video or not, but the highest melee damage modifier NPC, if we want to call them that, in the game at the moment is the Sumerian Berserker. They're the hardest hitting one in the game now. I think it's 2.4 or something. And then Delancia is just slightly less than that, but she still hits like an absolute truck. And I was just watching Angar's video actually, that he brought out today. Instead of his beginner guide, he'd done a top 10 questions, and he said in that, obviously he pointed out Sumerian Berserker and Delancia and said that they're not just in there because of that's their stats, they're 2 of his favourites as well. And as soon as I saw them, it just made me smile because I thought, yeah, exactly the same. Excuse me, Sumerian Berserkers and Delancia Snow Hunter will always be my go-to. 2 of the best NPCs in the game. Leon's alright. Leon's pretty good as well. If you can handle listening to a male NPC following you around all the time, shouting crumbs, poxy balls, and you know, your death will be as meaningless as your life, and carve it on your pyre and all this, that and the other that he shouts. If you can put up with that. I suppose some of the male berserkers do it as well, but yeah, I think it's a bit more funny with the female. They're a bit more like, you know, you pick the wrong fight.
In Beast Blood from the Purge, huge HP.
That's an interesting one. I'll do, yeah. That's I believe there are 1 or 2 good ones from the Purge. Let's not forget you can get Delancia and Leonili and Amma the Seductress from the Purge as well. And I believe you can get Relic Hunter Treasure Seekers as well.
Plus HP.
Ooh.
Nothing beats go tell the others to go hang themselves.
No, that's true. Is that the pirates that say that? Tell the others to go hang themselves. And I don't believe it. Killed by a bleeding landsman. And I'm not going to say the other one that they say.
Will always be top tier cause Conan himself was a Cimmerian. Yes,
yeah, of course. Yeah, of course they will. Berserkers and Delancia Snow Hunter. If you like your females, they're the obviously male berserkers you get as well. But yeah, they'll always be my go-tos. Definitely, I can't see them nerfing them, to be honest. But that, yeah, that's very true. Yeah, and don't get me wrong, Relic Hunter Treasure Seekers are decent agility folks, shall we call them? Because you do get male and female. But, oh yeah, just while you're here, I'll do as well. I've been watching your last few videos that you've done recently, and is it the Dusty Dozen? Oh, they certainly like the way you do those and the way you present them, and it really is chaos with the purges, isn't it? You just never know what's going to happen.
Otherwise, there would be no reason to go up there in the map.
Exactly, yeah, there wouldn't be any reason. But yeah.
Berserker is Isa Berserker, DM of 1,7.
But yeah,
Shoot
I like.
her in the left eye to draw her up the stairs.
Shoot her in the left.
Sign of the horns, buddy.
Well, yeah, no, honestly, I always enjoy it. It's
Her left eye.
something different for me to watch, and I like the way you present them, and obviously your chosen style for your characters over the appearance and everything looks very good too. And it amazes me now when I first started content creation, and used to think, is it wise using a female character? And the amount of other YouTubers and content creators that I found that play as a female character as well, I didn't feel quite as bad then. And some people say it has its perks and it has its benefits, you know. So Oh, I haven't even shot her yet. And did you hear that growl then? She's growling at me and I didn't even shoot her yet. Would help if I wasn't in creative mode, wouldn't it? You coming, mother?
She knows I'm near.
Whoa. Hopefully she doesn't disappear underneath. Oh, the infamous tail swipe. I say I don't like this new combat system. I'm just swinging everywhere. Tail swipe again. Whoa. My stamina isn't great on this build because I'm not actually on my full strength build because I've got my points in War Party for the 2 following me. I haven't actually spec'd for it. I should have spec'd into my full strength build really. Let's give the daggers a try. Oh, she went invisible for a second then. Gosh, she's a lot harder on your own. I'm going to run out a minute. I did kind of see it, but I didn't see it properly. What did we get?
I've only had minimal problems with its smokers. Only when I get swarmed is it an issue.
See? God eye. Different piece of armour, but still a piece of armour. Ah, why? She's just determined to not give this torch. It's just... Why? I've even been this week numerous times and tried sweet talking to her and talking to her nicely and... No. She just stands...
3 more times.
3 more times? Now, if I knew what she was called in the admin panel, I could technically just spawn her in and then kill her that way, but to me I don't want to do it that way because that's not trying to do it the legit way. Because I don't know if by spawning her in that can change anything with regards to the drop rate, so we're not even going to cheat it.
I believe in you.
Thank you. Nice to know somebody does. Right, let me just, now that we've put our 2 followers back, let me just change this.
Sorry lads, I was wrong. About 2 or 3 weeks ago got 2 torches in a weekend. Now nothing before or since.
Ah, that's alright. Don't have to be sorry about that. Don't worry. She certainly seems to have her favourites, the Red Mother, doesn't she?
Believe in the you, we believe in sir.
Exactly. Now I'm just trying to remember where I've been putting my points when I've been doing this.
I have no idea what you mean, sir.
That like that. Always glutton for punishment. I never use anything else. Five. Just bear with me, chat. Crushing swings. Yeah, we'll try that one. Right. Let's just refresh our buffs again. So we're waiting for her to respawn, aren't we? A moment. So while we're waiting for that, where's good old Skelly friendo? Where is he? There he is. Come here, bud. Come on. Yeah. Missed. Obviously this build isn't perfected yet. Not actually perfected yet. This build I may not use Redeem Legion for it. I may use a different armour set for my strength build eventually. I just haven't quite made my mind up.
Anything buggy in there I should know about? Good night, gents. I'm off to bed. Good luck with the torch labs. You can do ISIT.
No worries, Smoku. Good night. Have a good sleep. Thank you for joining us once again. Always a pleasure to have you here. You're welcome anytime, of course.
Night, matey.
Thank you for your support. Going back to the wine cellar, I'm not sure, to be honest.
Has gonna get it when Angar joins the stream, lol.
I don't know if I'm not aware that there's any issues with the wine cellar at the moment. As far as I know, everything's fine in there. It's a bit more tricky to do that one. I do get lost in there a bit quicker. Definitely good for the relic hunters. But yeah, that's another one I kind of get turned around in circles in. Is the wine cellar.
The hardest dungeon.
Yeah, it's definitely not an easy one. My favourite, I would say, is Clayle Stronghold.
I've done it before. Just don't want to run into bugs.
Or the wine cellar. The Warmaker, so Warmaker Sanctuary or Clayle Stronghold if you want to call it that. That's probably my favourite. When I first started playing the game, I'd heard about that dungeon and when I first went in with a friend. I didn't like it. I thought it was scary. I thought it was horrible. But now, if I'm training up new recruits, I tend to bring them in here for a few levels and then run them around here killing like a few of the rock noses around here, then scorpions, then go up to Clayle's.
One of the recipes from the final boss.
Oh, from Thag, yeah. Typical.
The only dungeon I haven't done is the new one.
You mean the Kurak dungeon? Is that the one you mean? The one that's at Mekmosis Spire? It's not a terrible one. It's not great, I would say, but it's a little bit involved. You definitely got to be careful. Yeah, it's not too bad. It is doable. Well, you kind of got to be able to see what you're doing and know what's going on, and that can be a little bit buggy at the minute. So you want to be careful. If you do that one, you want to be careful because it can be a bit of an issue. She's not going to be back yet if she was too quick. But yeah, it can be alright. There's like sort of 3 stages to it, I would call it. Like your first stage you get a lot of spiders that you're going to try and kill.
Careful is not my strong suit.
Oh, I know the feeling. Don't worry. I say be careful. I mean, you just got to watch your health because obviously, do you want to know how it works? Because I can kind of give you a clue, or do you want to leave it as a surprise? I don't want to just go ahead and tell you in case it spoils anything, but if you'd like me to tell you how it works, I can kind of explain it. But if you want it to be a surprise, I'm more than happy to just not to say, obviously, but it's entirely up to you. Just let me know. Don't want to go and give any spoilers if you want it to be a surprise. Did bring a torch out of me from the previous battle pass, the Relic Hunter torch. So I've been, not that I've needed that, because I have just knocked the server back to daytime at times.
I'm good, Soranga, do it.
Oh right, yeah, so you know what happens then. Yeah, you've just not obviously done it yet. Fair enough. Right, madam. I'll even pat you on your back nicely and say what a beautiful lady you are and what a lovely dragon you are. And how you're feeling very generous now that you're about to give me your torch, aren't you? Because I've asked nicely. Well, she knows I'm here, but...
Typho. You sweet talking bugger, you low.
Gotta try, haven't we? I've tried killing her multiple times. I've tried talking to her firmly. She don't like it. Or ask her nicely. Maybe she'll drop it this time. Whoa! Did you see that? I was floating in midair when she spun around then, and then I was technically still stood on her head. Let's try something a bit different. I can't believe she's not even trying to attack me. She knows I'm here, but...
Tell her I'll stop visiting.
Yeah.
That's some Legolas BS right there.
Have you heard that, Red Mother? Your friends will stop visiting you if you keep being mean. Yeah. How's that? People threatening to not come and see you anymore. Go on. Be a nice girl. Go on. Pretty please. You'll be our best friend forever. And we'll leave you be.
She still only counts as one.
No. She doesn't like me, chat. Definitely doesn't like me.
Thing while you're on her back.
Yeah, true. She just does like a tail swing and the ground pound, I suppose, doesn't she? Well, no. She doesn't like me. Even after talking to her nicely, chat, she still doesn't like me. While we're waiting for her to respawn a second.
Take her some flowers. That's it. Emma, go talk to her after work.
Yeah, you need to have a word with her, Angelo. She's still not being nice, is she? No matter how nicely we talk to her, it's like she doesn't care.
Now I'm mad low.
Does she not realise that she's showing people up, you know? Like with me, I'm getting shown up in front of my community in a live stream and
take her out for dinner.
new visitors, and Angar's getting shown up in his streams because she's not giving him anything. She's not really. Oh, we've pulled the big one as well. Yeah, it's all your fault, big fella. It's your fault. Your cousin or sister over there, whatever she is to you. Yeah, it's all your fault. You can stomp at me all you like. Yeah.
Who said I was gonna be nice?
We'll say it's all your fault, big fella. Mr. Dragon. Your missus over there, the Red Mother, she just wants to be mean to people all the time. But yet she'll give it to certain people, and other people no. She just likes to show them up. It's all your fault. How'd you like that? Huh? Huh? Yeah? There you go. Just what I thought. Right. That feels a bit better now. Rant over. Oh dear, chat. If you couldn't laugh, what would you do? Tell you. You have to laugh, because if you didn't, you'd cry. No, do you know what, little one? You get to live another day. I'm not going to kill you as well. You get to live to fight another day. So yeah, going back to earlier, I did mention earlier on, for in case anybody wasn't here, we'll be looking at hopefully getting some merch together soon. Just going to start with small things like key rings, mouse mat, that type of stuff, maybe a mug.
Laughter is the best medicine.
Yeah, exactly. Mugs, key rings, that type of thing. If people would be interested in that kind of merch, and would be interested in buying something like that, obviously. I would rather try and find out what my community would be interested in rather than just guessing it and trying to get people to buy things that they're not going to be interested in. So if you guys would be interested in something like that, then I would certainly be interested in looking into getting something like that sorted out for you. Because it would be nice to offer some merchandise for people to purchase. Right, I'll come back to her in a second again. Just in case anybody missed it last week. I think it was last week I showed it.
If you're worried about me, it takes quite a lot to offend me, lol.
Yeah, I know what you mean. I'm the same. So for anybody who didn't see last time I showed this is another little build just down on New River again using the SCS set. Just quickly show this, got all the NPCs just arriving. This is what I mean. How they get stuck here at this doorway. Like they'll eventually figure it out and work their way in and sit down, but they keep getting stuck, certain ones, for some reason. Like even there.
Whisper sweet nothings and give her a reach round.
That's true. I could tell her how lovely she is, couldn't I?
Roful.
How pretty as a dragon she is. How she's the only dragon that we like in that whole place. Yeah, we could try.
The booty warrior.
The booty warrior. Yeah. Yeah, we've got our barkeep there. Let her use her bikini, seeing as she's down on the river and it's quite warm down here, so certainly keeping the crowd happy. And then our tier 4 entertainer in the corner there, dancing away, keeping everybody entertained. But yeah, I hope this is something that they fix, the pathing with everybody. Hopefully that's something in this mid-January patch that gets fixed as well, whenever that is. I'm hoping we'd hear something this week. So obviously we're nearly into another weekend again. If you are an agility person, if you haven't tried it yet, do try and get hold of Masashi's Black Blade if you can. I've got one of these for my agility build that I use myself as well. Absolutely brilliant katana. Probably the best one in the game, if I'm being honest. Blade of the Seven Winds is okay, and there are some others, but Musashi's is definitely the go-to, I would say. But yeah, that's just another little bar that I built down here on New River just to try it out, and I've been getting people from up north down here as well, which is funny. A couple of named people occasionally, but can't interact with them.
I'd like to see a double door in this, look so much better.
Yeah, I wish there was a double door option like that, but I know what you mean, where it could be two doors so it opens, where you could have one open like that and the other open the other way. You never know, that might be something they add in the future. And it's a bit disappointing that you can't put an NPC on there. So as if you're having it as a regular campfire, it's a shame that. But yeah, like that. That chair's clearly facing the other way and yet she's sat on it sideways. Hopefully that's something that they have addressed in the patch when we get it. And like that. I mean, come on. How do you not know where the chair is, love? How much have you had? Ah, dear me.
It does have the NPC arrow thingy.
Yeah, I have placed them all down where it's obviously where they're facing the table that they need to do. But I am looking forward to I don't know if it's going to be in chapter 4 or in the next stage, when they eventually add the option to place your crafters down in the world as well, rather than just straight on the station, and be able to dress their outfits, because it'd be so cool to have them an outfit to match in with all the other fighters and archers that we have. Make it a more sort of cohesive unit then. That'd be pretty good. Dennis didn't confirm when that was coming out, because he didn't say that it was chapter 4 or the next stage, but he did say that is something that they are working on. Oh, straight over his head. Hey up, bat. Realise I am in the corruption here for this, but go on. Yeah. That does actually hurt if you're not careful. Obviously it didn't affect me then, but it can hurt quite well. Oops. Take the fragment. Still no riptide. A few more of those, so we'll take those.
My crafters look like hobos. I want better clothes, lol.
I know what you mean, they do look a bit out of place just in the coarse clothing and everything that they're in, don't they? Be nice to actually give them a nice outfit. And it's going to be good that they're going to be like fighters and archers, that you can actually place them down in the world as well, and like Dennis was saying, wasn't it, make people feel more real and alive and a part of your world, rather than just people. You know, rather than just being people that you assign to a bench, you'd be able to actually assign them to a bench, rather than they're an inventory item and then you slot them into that bench and then they appear. It'll be pretty good, that. Definitely. So that's one of the things I'm looking forward to with the new future updates that they've kind of hinted upon. Because it does get difficult at times as a content creator like this to know what to do. You know, what sort of content to try.
As weapons would be nice.
And yeah, some new weapons, that is true. Yeah, that would be nice as well. Some new weapons would be cool. Hello, mother. Now I'm asking you nicely this time. Can you just do us one little favour, please, so that everybody watching can see it? Because they all keep getting this so-called torch that you drop, you know, called Final Breath of the Red Mother. It doesn't mean you won't come back again. So even if we kill you, then you give this torch, you'll be back again, you know. You get to live forever. Just heard it's such a cool
Nice
torch, and
friend maker.
you know, you want to give it to some people. I promise if you give me the torch this time, I'll leave you alone all weekend. I'll leave you in peace. I won't come and kill you again this weekend. I'll leave you alone. All I ask is for just that torch. Just one torch. Pretty please. Just let everybody see that's watching that it is doable. And then you just need to give it my friend Angar on Sunday on PC as well. And he does his stream. Will you just give him one as well? Please. Pretty please. You'll think about it. Please. We're not asking much.
Best of luck.
You are a very beautiful dragon. The best looking one in the whole entire map. You're called the Red Mother for a reason. You're renowned for being generous with your loot. Please show everybody that that is true.
She doesn't want to be left alone, she wants company.
That's true. Yeah, she wants company. It's a pity that she attacks the company that tried to keep her company then. Come on, I'm trying to be nice here. You don't need to do this, you don't need to fight me. Come on. Ouch. Now that wasn't very nice, was it? Come on. I've just tried to be really nice to you and pay you loads of compliments. And this is the thanks I get. I'll have to say that you've got a Jekyll and Hyde personality, Red Mother. Some people you like, some people you don't. And she definitely doesn't like me. That is the last time I pay her any compliments. I've just sat there in front of my chat, giving her all that sweet talk. Yeah, just sat there in front of my chat on a live stream, giving her all those compliments, talking to her nicely, telling her how beautiful she is, and that she's the best looking dragon on the map. And look what she does. She just... yeah. I don't know what I've ever done to her to offend her like that she just doesn't want to give it. Even just once. Made me sit here and say all that. And yet she still doesn't want to give it. I'll have to say, I don't know if Angar will watch this stream in the future before his, possibly on Sunday, or if he doesn't get to see it, we'll have to tell him to utter the same words to her like I did.
Want to watch the world burn, but not with her torches.
Exactly, yeah. We'll have to tell Angar to talk to her in the same way.
Gotta talk to her with a firm tone.
I've come to the wrong bit, haven't I? Meant to go there. Yeah, we'll have to say to Angar that you need to whisper her sweet nothings and tell her how beautiful she is and that she's the best looking dragon and all this, that and the other, and all will be well. Well, then it won't, because I just did that.
After
And
all you given her, she still hasn't put out lol.
I know. All that, you know, sweet talking and compliments I gave her and nothing. So yeah, that's the 2 Stormstick Warriors that I've got there that I need to try out sometime. This is the Tavern Guard armour, if nobody's seen it yet. Pretty smart looking, I think. I do like it. Obviously that's not the colour it comes in, that's because my followers have their armour set on that they had it.
Home and get another one, I'm disappearing for a week.
Disappearing for a week. Yeah. 1 or 2 NPC keeps disappearing through the floor. This is something I wish they'd fix as well. That your NPCs don't disappear through the foundations like that. I do like this though. The reading lectern. She's trying to read up on how many times it's been recorded that the Red Mother's given a torch. And by the look of it, it's not many. Ah, dear me. What can we do, chat? What can we do? I think one thing we can do is order a drink at the bar. Try and think about why she's being so mean.
Think I'll be safer that way, low.
I mean, on a plus note, this is one of the, like I say, the cool new features. I was quite excited for this when they...
To know I will disappear for a month.
We'll be sat here for a month. Yeah, it might just be that we start the stream next Friday again and I'll be sat in this same spot. Who knows?
Going to Thailand for 1 month to visit my parents.
Oh. Very nice too. Very nice.
Lol, I'm not joking.
No, well,
Please
very,
come.
very nice. Hope you get some good weather. But yeah, this is one of the good features that I do like with the new update. You know, I'll give it that. The bones of it are there. Just be good if they fix the spot under there as well, where your little bear can go. We've got him in our base at the minute because obviously he won't go under there at the minute. But I do like this, and obviously the...
It should be. This time of the year it's not too hot there.
Ah, right. Yeah, fair enough. Well, here in the UK where I am at the minute...
Going for Thai food tomorrow, unfortunately not in Thailand.
Oh, we're for Thai tomorrow. Ooh, well, enjoy. I've actually done it the other way around tonight. Normally we have our tea, as we call it in the UK, or dinner, if you want to call it that. Just after 9 usually when I've done my stream, or we order a takeaway, but we've actually been good today. Myself and the missus, she's gone up to see her mum tonight, but before she left at tea time today, we get something called a Gusto box, or Gusto if you want to pronounce it like that. It's like a subscription service where you get various meats and herbs, spices, ingredients, all that type of different thing that you pay so much for each time you order one. And then recipe cards or recipe sheets that you can make up different things, and one of them was a...
torch today. I won't be here next week. Don't wanna see a training dummy named after me.
Oh dear. Yeah, we had something called a 3-bean chili, which was pretty nice actually. Lots of different ingredients in there. We were just following the recipe card and we decided to make that. As I say, she was going up to see her mum, so we did that between the two of us at tea time, so we've already eaten that. I think there is a little bit left, so I might have a bit more once I finish the stream now, just to chill out with. But yeah, so we're, rather than ordering the normal naughty takeaway like we had been doing, we've eaten a little bit healthier this time. It was quite nice, enjoyed it. Not sure what we're doing for tea yet tomorrow. For the weekend we'll have to decide tomorrow I suppose, but yeah, that's what we did today, something a little bit different, as we're trying to eat a bit more healthy than what we used to do. I know, was it Angor was saying last week?
You're thinking about it now, aren't you, Game Labs low?
Thinking about what, sorry? What's that? No, I don't know if I missed something there. You mean going to try and kill her one more time? Is that what you were meaning?
Low. Bitch.
I know, it is tempting to go and do it one more time, and it's like, do I have the stomach or the patience to do it one more time? I mean, just while we're sat here, if anybody does ever have any questions about my channel, you know, how I create my content,
She drops it now.
you know, if anybody would like to know, how I kind of get my video ideas, or how I come up with the outfits that I use, or why I always use the same hairstyle, do feel free, obviously, to ask. I'm more than happy to talk about it.
Naming a dummy after me to beat up lol.
Oh,
Glutton for punishment, don't you?
never. I'm never gonna name a training dummy after you and beat it up. No, we would never do that to you. I have too much respect for people to do something like that. No, we wouldn't do that to you. It's not your fault. You tried speaking to her on everybody's behalf, and she's still just determined to not give it. Look at that, even the one that we just killed's still here. Not even despawned yet. That was weird. Just dropped down again. It shouldn't be too long though, because we had been gone a few minutes. But yeah, I suppose with my videos I've always kept with the same appearance of the same character, even though I changed the world on here sometimes. I've just always kind of...
There are a lot of things you can name Angelo after.
Yeah, that's true. I just kind of decided on...
camera, right, lol.
Oh yeah, I know what you mean.
Doesn't have to be a training dummy.
No, it could be anything. It could even be a really good fighter, who knows. Maybe getting NPC Angelo to fight, and maybe that'll get it for us. Well, yeah, I've always used this character and the particular hairstyle and sort of the look and appearance for her. And obviously the name Lexi, it's always been the same one, just kind of a name I came up with. And
hey, maybe that's the secret, you need a thrall named after me to trick her, lol.
Could be. Well, who knows, we might just try that this time next week. But yeah, seeing as everybody would like to do, and I've taken them off my bar, so I'm already mixing myself up. Let's give it one more try. One more for the road, as they say. Oh, you can see right through a lot.
Angela Bambi sounds like a pornster name, lol.
It does, doesn't it? Yeah. Bit like Angor's named his horse after oh, name slipped me.
How come take me back to third grade?
Like Angor's got his horse named after somebody, hasn't he, as well? So yeah, that's very true. But if you were a horse, Angelo, I'm sure you would be a mighty steed. Well, we got some more of them, another fragment. That's it. I'm coming back with 2 spears next week. I'm just going to poke her to death with them. Yet again, she still didn't want to give it. No, she's just stubborn as anything.
Way my legs feel it be in the knacker's yard. Holy crap.
Holy crab, that's it. Yeah, I don't know how that name slipped me, but yes, that's the one, Holy Crab. And the amount of times poor old Holy Crab's been left behind as well. Poor Holy Crab, you know, he left the horse behind, left him behind somewhere. Yeah. Oh. The mighty Angelo.
Mighty Italian stallion. Lol.
Ooh. Well, there you go. It's the horse. If we can get a nice looking horse, and sure it would be a stallion. We can say it's the Italian stallion. There you go. Who knows? You may be an NPC or a horse this time next week. Who knows? But yeah, do feel free anytime, guys, to ask me anything, and I would be more than happy to chat with my community and discuss stuff with you. Obviously, content ideas I'm not necessarily always going to give too much away because I don't want to spoil an upcoming video if there is anything, but always happy to engage with people, or always happy to get ideas off people of something they'd maybe like to see in a video that they'd find interesting that would be helpful. It's something that I could certainly look at putting together, just so that you guys can benefit from it and potentially new people could as well. Do keep an eye.
About gods.
Yeah, I just put those together at the time, sort of just a cinematic bit. Probably not doing as well as I thought they would do, but I didn't know how well they'd do, to be honest.
Planning on doing something with religions.
I was kind of thinking of maybe going into them all a little bit more, each one, and
name a horse after me. My gremlin will never let me hear the end of it. I approve.
I'm not going to say anything. You'll have to come back next week and see. But yeah, what was I saying? I was thinking of doing something on them just to kind of explain with them a little bit more, but I ended up doing it sort of that way at first, just because with me just getting over COVID and everything, I could hardly talk, and I just wouldn't have been able to do any voice recordings without getting out of breath or what have you for them. So I thought I'll do them as a little cinematic type of one at first, just see how they go, and then may do a series eventually, just looking at all the shrines, like each one, kind of point out where you go to learn it, or how you can learn it, because obviously you can learn it in your own menus and you can learn it on the map as well, apart from Crom, which obviously is the only one you can learn in your own menu. It may be something I'll look at doing, I'm not too sure as yet. But the little purge base that you've all seen will hopefully be a little video eventually, if we get the fix. I'll hopefully show that off in a little video as well. And yeah, just trying to come up with some other new ideas to keep things interesting as we move forward. So
I'll be here low.
well, if you are available, you would be very welcome, of course. You know, you're always welcome, all of you. It's great to always see everybody, and great to spend this couple of hours with you. And like Angar says, getting to know your community and building a community is one of the important things for a channel early on, and that's what I'd like to do. So if you have any other friends that would be interested, do let them know all about us, as we don't bite. We're a friendly channel, as I'm sure you all know, and we just want to try and build up a nice community. We're doing well on the subs now. I think it would be nice by September this year, or ideally by Christmas at the very latest, to be at 1,000 subs or over that. I think it's doable, because we are almost at 650 now, so we're getting there. Just the growth does seem to be a little bit slower at the moment, but we'll keep plodding on and keep doing what we're doing. As I say, keep an eye on the community page on the YouTube channel. I'll keep you updated on there if it is going to be that the new stream channel is available, and I'll just confirm that it is called Game Labs Reloaded, just so that you all know. And I'll just say on there that next week's stream will be on that channel if it is, and if you would do me a favour, if that is up, that you would also sub across there as well to help us start building some numbers over there as well. That would be very much appreciated. But yeah, we're pretty much coming up to our 2 hours again. So, as I say, questions and comments down below. Do always feel free to post things in the community tab if you want to.
About you and Angar, then they laugh at me when they hear Angar calling me out.
I know, it's funny, isn't it? Yeah, it's a bit of a standing joke between our two communities, that, with this whole Final Breath of the Red Mother thing at the minute, isn't it? It's a bit of a standing joke between us all. It's quite funny, really, and that's what it's all about. Just all joining together and
around March, you guys.
Having a bit of a laugh and a joke, you know. But yes, lovely to see you all once again. like I say, feel free to share your ideas on the community page. I do try and check that when I can. Look forward to seeing you
Be safe.
next week if you are here. Safe travels if you're off on your travels. Hope you have a safe journey and a good time, and safe journey back home again. Once again, thank you one and all for joining me for this couple of hours once again. It's been fun to see you all and spend time with you. Great to have you all as part of the community. Leave a like on this stream if you did enjoy it. And until I catch you all either next week or in a future video, I hope you have a good rest of your Friday day or evening, whatever time it is for you. Have a great weekend. And if any of you are in Angar stream on Sunday, I will catch you potentially in Angar stream. I'll be there in the chat as well. So I'll see you all on Sunday, or otherwise I'll see you in a future video or next Friday 7 PM UK time. Thanks everybody, take care, see you soon.
Never come.